Hi everyone, welcome back to Ascended Masters 101. This is where we talk all about the teachings of the Ascended Masters. And in this video, we are interviewing students of the Ascended Masters, friends of mine who have been walking this path of initiation often for 10, 20, 30 plus years. There's lots of wisdom and insight to be shared, and so many thanks to these absolutely lovely people for being willing to share insights from their spiritual experiences, from their spiritual path with all of us. And so what we are asking them in this video is, what is your favorite decree and why? And decrees are, if you're unfamiliar, they are part of what's called the science of the spoken word, and it is a cornerstone principle of the teachings of the Ascended Masters. The science of the spoken word is, and it's essentially using the power of your voice, the power of your visualization, of your intent, of your focus to bring about physical change in the physical world. And this can be change for you personally, for your family, for your nation, for the world as a whole. Decrees are extremely effective. They really work. And myself, especially, like if I go a period of time without doing my decrees, I really feel the difference. I really do. And there are so many decrees that the Ascended Masters have given us for many different things. There are decrees for protection, decrees for increasing the love in your heart. There's even mantras that you can give that increase your desire for God, for prayer. There are decrees for the violet flame to transmute, to change negative energy into positive energy. There are decrees for wisdom, for illumination, for insight. There's just so many. If you're unfamiliar with the 7 rays, they are kind of how would you describe that? It's like how God almost breaks himself up into 7 aspects of himself, 7 facets of the one jewel of God's consciousness. There's a playlist on this channel called The 7 Rays. And so if you're unfamiliar with that, I very much encourage you to check that out as well. There's so much to be learned about the Ascended Masters and their teachings. And the 7 Rays are kind of like the framework that so many of these teachings fall under. So the decrees, the science of the spoken word, are broken up into decrees for each ray. So under the blue ray, there are decrees for protection and goodwill and faith and all of these lovely blue ray qualities, and so forth and so on through the 7 rays. And so there are many decrees. There's actually a big binder filled with decrees, prayers, mantras, affirmations that the Ascended Masters have given us to completely turn our spiritual life around and transform it. And this is what I love about the teachings, is that it's not just information, it's the practical tools that you need to completely transform your life and transform yourself as a person. I've known so many students of the Ascended Masters who are just completely different. They're completely different from how they used to be in a good way. And so it's by using these tools, it's by using these decrees. And so we, as students of the Ascended Masters, we love our decrees. Many of us do them on a daily basis, if not more than once a day, and they just change your life completely. And so I was hoping to share with you the insights of these friends of mine, students of the Ascended Masters, about their experience and what their favorite decree is, because I feel like if you're new to these teachings and you see this big binder full of decrees, the first question I feel like across the board is, where do I start? Which decrees do I give? What's important? What do I do on a daily basis? And so I think that hearing from these students hopefully will be maybe just a bit of encouragement, some perspective, some insight, maybe some inspiration for where you might like to start, what other people enjoy, what they find helpful in their lives. The Ascended Masters have also given, certain decrees that they recommend that we do on a daily basis. And so you'll hear those come up more often from these students because they've really bonded to these certain decrees, such as Michael's 10.00 is the number for that in that decree book. And that's a popular one. So anyways, without further introduction, let's jump into this. What is your favorite decree and why?
That's easy. It's the call to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael and his angels are waiting literally on the hillsides for us to ask for his protection and help. And it's a great consolation for my family, for America, for the people on this planet, wherever they may be. We can call for their protection. And the key is to call for it. I asked a group of people once that study the teachings of Ascended Masters, how many people think Archangel Michael has saved their lives or prevented something happen to them? And virtually every hand went up. Archangel Michael is there and he's ready to be with you. Just call him.
My favorite decree is 20.09. I cast out the dweller on the threshold. And the reason why is because the dweller is an interesting aspect of the human anatomy. It's something that kind of gets in the way of of a person accomplishing their dreams and fulfilling their divine plan and um, doing all the good things that people should be able to do when they're connected to God. And so giving that decree helps me to align myself with the Christ inside of my heart. And I really appreciate that decree so much because of that.
I really like Decree 0.01. It's the Violet Fire and Tube of Light decree. When I give that decree, I like to visualize and see the radiance of my higher self surrounding me.
So 63.00, the light bearer's full and final declaration of independence from the fallen ones. It makes me so excited every time I give it. I get excited when it's announced that we're going to give it.
My favorite decree is Saint Germain's and Violet Flame. Why? Because it has helped me build a relationship with Saint Germain, and it's a beautiful rhythm.
I love decrees in general, but I think the one that I really enjoy is 0.08 by Surya. And Surya is the hierarch of Sirius. And Sirius is a place where many of us are from in our original state. We came from there to Earth for this mission. But in this one, Surya gives you the whole picture. And so it's all in one place. I really like that a lot. So if El Moria is our father, then Surya would be our grandfather.
My favorite decree is the Rosary to Mother Mary, because I love to meditate on her loving heart.
My favorite decree is 10.00, and because I've been to Banff. That's why it's my favorite decree. Archangel Michael's retreat is in Banff, and I could resonate with the vibration of that place so easily. And I naturally am always either traveling protection or 10.00. It's always Archangel Michael.
I have three, probably more than three, but three that I'll share. One is the decree to Archangel Michael 10.00, because I have felt his protection in a tangible way in my life. Also the decree to beloved Surya, because at this time I feel we need his presence here for God government. And one of my favorite Violet Flame decrees is 7300, because it invokes the flame of peace in the decree, and it's spoken almost like a poem. So I really like that decree.
Number 10 is my favorite decree, and I love Archangel Michael.
7011 is my favorite decree. It's the first one that I learned, and it's really, really easy to learn.
That's a hard question because the decrees are so special with them. But I would say that my most special one is the Holy Christ Self decree. It's in the pink section called Introit to the Holy Christ Self. And it's because the connection with your threefold flame, your I am presence with the Holy Christ Self, who's your best friend, your counselor, your guardian angel, that Holy Christ Self and that relationship is what carries you through to your ascension. And I love the meditation in that decree.
My favorite decree is 502, More Violet Fire. It's joyful, pleasant, easy, and healing.
My favorite decree is I am Michael, decree 1007 in the book, I think. Whenever I say it, it makes my heart leap. And I have a very strong connection to Archangel Michael. My middle name is Michael, and I was born on his feast day. So it just resonates with me.